When it comes to meeting the brief criteria, I feel like I did this really well. Everything that was asked in the brief, I feel like I did to the best of my ability. I also went into a bit more detail as I looked at 3 competitor websites, not just 2. I feel the only thing I could improve on was the 250-word email to Studio Illicit, as I struggled to do that with the do that with the amount of word count, because it was 250 minimum, and I feel like I really struggled. I felt like I was a bit waffly. So I went back on other websites to look how they contacted Studio Illicit, because on Studio Illicit's website page there was something about how they contacted their story, that kind of thing. So I looked at that and how they approached them and kind of used that to allow my email to be a bit more professional and concise, rather than just and making it so that Studio Illicit would look at the email and actually be interested in working with us. So overall, I feel like I did really well in meeting the brief criteria in this one. I didn't find it too difficult, and I just feel that it went really well. When it comes to the design and functionality of my website and company, I decided to go with blues and greens and a space theme, along with my icon for the company being an alien. And the colours around the alien, with the blues and greens being complementary colours. I wanted to kind of go for a big, bold font, so it kind of had that sci-fi space feel. And also, I feel that those fonts are quite easy to read half the time, so I thought that would help. I also wanted to have a bit of diversity in my website, so different combinations of colours of font and the background stuff. However, that didn't really pan out in the end, because I didn't really find another colour that looked really well with the website background for it to read. My tabs work, but at one point I had too many tabs, so I changed that. I needed to simplify it, so I had like 7 tabs at one point. Now I'm down to 5. I'm happy with the colours. The logo was designed by somebody, but I'm really happy with it. It looks really nice, really professional. And what I did with the design is I looked at the other people's websites and saw that they really wanted to get down with their audience. They wanted to like show what audience they were going for. So I looked at it, I knew what stuff I made. I meant like fantasy sci-fi stuff, so I knew I wanted to build my website around that. Light Engine Films had a very young 20s vibe with like a lot of red, dark colours, and I wanted to have like a light blue, green, spacey feel to my website. I knew from the start that I had planned for my audience to kind of be universal. There's no particular age range or gender when it comes to my website and where I was trying to attract people from. I was definitely going for like a fictional sci-fi vibe with the space theme and the alien as the icon. I think I did this really well, as the logo is everywhere, so it kind of shows you that this is what this is about. And obviously the space background as well kind of goes into that even more, as well as the films I showed on my previous work page. So I showed Capricorn, which was an audio drama, which was sci-fi. I showed The Running, which was a game crime drama-y, fictional type thing, and I showed my Doctor Who short film from last year. So those are 3 films that kind of show what I like to make. But to be fair, in some of those films there is some adult content, some swearing, some blood, especially in the crime drama. There's a bit of blood and swearing, and there's alcohol use in that as well. But that's the only issue I can really see with putting those films on there, and it kind of goes against the universal age range. But apart from that, I think I definitely did what people like Light Engine Films did, where they made sure their website was orientated around their target audience. My brand and business plan went really well. The logo is really amazing. I'm very happy with it. I got exactly what I wanted for it, and I feel it's very distinct. Like, you can look at that logo and it's not very similar to other people's logos. You can look at that and go, yeah, that's Planet Zog Productions. It's definitely what I asked for as well, because when I asked the guy that was making it, I asked for like a blue-green traditional alien type situation. which is what I exactly got. Mission statement struggled a little bit. It was a bit dry. Didn't really have a lot of personality. I looked at other companies. They expanded on their mission statement, which kind of helped me. They put a little bit of personality into their mission statement, so that helped me a lot. Studio Illicit was one of those where they were like, we want to help, and they definitely had this nice feel to their mission statement where you got across what they were trying to say. It wasn't just a boring corporate, we do this. It was a lot more personal, which I wanted to try and get across in my mission statement. And next time I do a mission statement, I'm definitely going to add a bit more casual language, as again, I think my mission statement was a bit too corporate, to be honest. In terms of the use of research, as previously mentioned, I looked at other competitor sites. This helped me to decide how the website should look and where I should put certain tabs and organisation of tabs. However, the research didn't always affect how I wanted things to go, because I already had a certain idea in my mind about the colours I wanted to use and how I wanted the company to come across, and so I had a brief idea in my mind about how I wanted certain things to go, but the research definitely helped in terms of adding certain things to the website. The skills I've learned on this topic, I'd say I was struggling on the research because I got it all done efficiently and I got a lot of information from it. I struggled with the Wix interface when I started making the website, to be honest. It took a while to get used to it, and it's kind of slowed me down a little bit on this project. But towards the end, I got used to the interface and I started to learn it a lot easier. I used to create stuff like YouTube channels, so I already knew how to make art, like things like artwork look good, and I knew how to create like a web presence before, so I used kind of a bit of those skills into this topic to help me a little bit, because I knew that it come in handy a little bit. So I tried to think about how I used to make those, and it really helped me towards the end of this topic.
I shall nick the phone from you.
Go ahead, my friend. This is the home page.
Yeah, it's a nice homepage so far. Good design already.
Thank you.
Using the planet theme. Well, the space theme. It does fit your personality quite nicely. You are a sci-fi buff.
Yep, I am indeed.
Pretty basic. Again, it's straight to the point. Quite nice.
Shows off my best pieces.
The picture stays in place. Also a good point. As well.
Current project is blank because I'm not currently working on anything, but it will be there when I need it to be.
Emotional landscapes. Because there's nothing there.
I need to do that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yes. Then we get to the about page, which is just like a little statement thingy.
A little statement about what is this company? Yeah, it's also.
And I'm getting rid of services, so you can kind of.
No, just go into contact information then, because that would be an important part.
Boom. It's all there.
Fair enough. That's
So what do you think then?
What I think is one of them is you should get rid of the current work, because I don't think you should that should be there at all. And the other one is you should have the company's email and phone number, because what you've just done is a contact form saying like their name and their contact information and how they're gonna message you, but you never had a way for them to contact you.
Okay.
Like they have to give you their email, their personal information, but you're not giving out yours.
Cool.
So that's what I would say to you.
All right, cool. Right. Website looks reasonably professional. I like the logo, obviously, because I made it. All of the tabs work and stuff like that. I like that you've got the name of the company like immediately on the homepage. It's quite nice. You've got some of your own work there as well. That shows obviously how good you are at all of that. One thing I would say is maybe change this to like an actual logo, because I know that was actually a preset that you just changed from whatever it was to PZ for Planet Zod. But yeah, maybe if you put like the alien's face there or something like that, made an actual link a bit more recognisable for the actual program, then that would solidify the look and everything like that. Yeah, everything looks pretty damn good. Here is the content. Maybe rather than just having here is all the content that we've previously created, just have it start. Because if they're clicking on previous works or stuff like that, then there's no need to have that there anyway. But I do like the fact that you've got all of your old work and stuff like that. All good. That's all looking good and stuff like that. That's all okay. Nice. And then obviously the about page. Nice. It's all good. Maybe put like an image there, something like that. So maybe some more images, just because it's looking a bit. Once you get to like the context page, if you're looking through it all, it gets a bit same old, same old. Also, yeah, maybe do a little bit more on this page. Like add a bit of personality into the site, I'd say. Because at the moment it's very functional as a website, but there's nothing that says that it's you doing it. It's very corporate. So yeah, that's what I would say. But all in all, I think it's a good website. Nice night.
Overall, the feedback was good. I listened to the feedback. It was pretty nice to hear most that they were at least positive in some ways or another. But I listened to the fact that I needed to turn my tabs down. I tried to make the website a little bit more personality orientated. However, I didn't really know how to do that. I kind of like the way it looked already in that aspect. I liked it. It looked a bit more corporate than some other ones, but it's just my personal opinion. But yeah, the tabs thing was an issue, and I knew that was brought up before in feedback, so I fixed that. But yeah, I'm happy that they thought that the overall website looked really nice and it worked, and that was really good.